Yeah, our Americanas are starting to try and make more Americanas, but it seems like it's resulting in a fight here. So Rusty's the one in the back there that's doing all the moving right now, and the other chicken is unnamed, and if this stuff keeps up, he'll probably be named Chicken in a Pot, and that's looking more likely every day. The rooster over here is supposed to be keeping these guys from mating with all my hens, but he's not doing it anymore, and he's letting them kind of rule the edges of the flock, and so I'm gonna have to do something about that, because while these guys are really pretty chickens and these are really cool chickens, I don't want to mix. um, so we're gonna have to see. And these chickens here can almost fly, so it's going to be difficult to keep them away from the other hens if I just decide I want to keep them, because they're so good at getting around obstacles. These guys, if I put them in the coop and they really want out of the coop, which is the coop I'm referring to here is actually just a kind of a pen for the chickens. If I put the jerseys in there, they actually don't fly out. They climb out on the chain link. They can't do it vertically, but I've got a section of fence that's kind of like trying to lay over, and it's been propped up, but not quite enough. And so if they don't fit through the links like the chicks, they'll fly about halfway up, land on the chain link, and just kind of run, flap out. You know, they've got their wings out and they're flapping, and they're also running back and forth. And that's how they get out. Now, at nighttime, they prefer to roost at 9 or 10 feet in the air, and I think they fly straight up most of that distance. Yeah, like that right there. You're just seeing a barred rock land on top of my little divider fence there. And they can do that pretty okay, but they don't think in 3 dimensions most of the time. So if it looks like it requires a lot of effort to get up there, they'll try not to do it, even if there's something they want on the other side. So I can throw corn on the other side of a 4-foot fence, which is about what that is right there. They won't fly over the fence to get it. They will run back and forth, trying to find a way to just run in there. So they're interesting animals. They really are. There's one taking a bath. I must have fed the goats too much, because they're all in the goat house too. Yeah, you can kind of see some white there. That's Lucky, and some of the babies, I think. So, yeah, just some stuff around here. Oh, and so this guy here is going to have to come out at some point in time. I want to save the pole and save the rock. Everything else is going to need to go to the junkyard, or maybe I'll find a scrap place that'll give me a few pennies for the top of this thing, because that's going to go. It's kind of tacky and it's kind of gross looking. It does perform its job fairly well, which is it keeps this area pretty dry. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll some large rocks up to the edges of this guy, and I'm going to pour some concrete around them, get them in there real good, and then fill this thing up with probably D1 or something of the like, maybe sand, and then this is going to be a little fire pit for us to hang out around. So we'll see. Actually, I should probably check and see if this is the width of my bucket, and then it can still be a fire pit. It'll just be open on one side, and then as I get ash filled up in there, I can come in with a bucket. That's not a bad idea. Won't look as cool, but who knows.